Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so very good afternoon to one and all. Okay, and my sincere apologies because some technical glitch we got around half an hour, 45 minutes late. Okay, so we do know that technology is a boon, but sometimes it could be a bane also. So just I will start with the session. Okay, so I am Dr. Sachin Kumar, and I welcome you all on behalf of Amity Business School, Amity University, Patna, and CIBMIT 2024, and our the session will be chaired by Professor Dr. Kishore Bhattacharya. Okay, and he is associate professor at Amity Business and acclaimed renowned researcher also. And he has done his PhD from Patna University, and he has been teaching at lot many universities, and he has presented his paper in international conferences, and his research work has been published in ABDC and rank journals. Okay, so I won't stop and hand over the session Professor Kishore Bhattacharya. Okay, so that we can move because we are already late. So let's set the rules of the presentation. So for session to present the PPTs, no, we'll be giving around 7 to 8 minutes, and another 2-3 minutes will be for question and answers. Okay, and I hope that you all have looked into the the session flow and all that. So names are given. So there are 11 presenters. Okay, so few will be presenting in person and another few will be presenting online. So first of all, and we'll go as per the sequence. And if suppose somebody is not there, then we'll move ahead with the next presentation. So first of all, I'd like to call Dr. Amjad Ali for his presentation. So he is presenting offline. So 1 minute, I'll just sharing the PPT. I'll share the screen also so that you can have a look at the PPT and then he'll present this.
Should we start? Thank you. Hello and welcome to fourth International Conference on Contemporary Issues in Business Management and Information Technology, organized by CIBMIT University, Patna. And I'm thankful to CIBMIT University, Patna for giving me this opportunity to present my faculties of higher educational institutes in Bihar. So this study is basically conducted in Bihar among the faculties of higher educational institutions. Basic categories, assessor and professors, the three categories. Okay. Slides are not changing. Yes, now. Slides now. Slide हाँ ये ना नीचे था लेकिन गया कहाँ है कहीं पर सेव होगा ना वो सब बताएंगे सर स्लाइड क्या है इसी पे इसमें नहीं वो नहीं डाउनलोड्स में Okay, so okay, so as I have technical inconvenience, I am continuing my research presentation with the title on psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutes. So I will begin with the purpose of this study to study the these three variables, the role of grit and workplace spirituality on psychological well-being. This study has been conducted on academic professionals. So this academic professional, the activity of educating students at the university level is one of that is extremely fascinating. We in this university itself, if I say, the educational providers like professors, associate professor and assistant professors, it offers them a reaching experience that is loaded with relevant details and is considered as the highly fascinating from societal perspective also, because this is one of the which is very fascinating and highly situation in our society. So we have tried to have that session in the great and workplace spirituality and combination of passion and perseverance towards long-term goal. It is the quality of maintaining a consistent effort towards a goal. Yes. Should I continue? Yes. So workplace is spirituality promotes spiritual well-being of employees. It enables individuals to develop personally and make meaningful contribution to their communities. The dependent variable of this research is psychological well-being, which is an optimistic psychological characteristics such as self-acceptance, happiness, hope, or optimum that are conducive to well-being. It is a multidimensional construct. In this research also, this we have used, which has different constructs. But psychological well-being itself is considered as a state of equilibrium, such that an individual mental, physical, and emotional are functioning at an optimum level, and the individual experience a sense of wholeness. There are, however, two distinct points of view that strives to explain this definition. The first is hedonic view, and the second one is eudaimonic view. So, the construct of my research, the present objective of this research is to identify the characteristics that foster grit and spirituality in the workplace and the physical well-being of faculties of higher educational institutions. Further, this research has three broader objectives. First is to determine the relationship among different dimensions of grit, workplace spirituality, and psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. Second, to find out the predictors of the components of grit and the components of psychological well-being among faculties of higher institutions in Bihar. And the last one is to find out the predictors of components of workplace spirituality on the components of psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. There are three hypotheses based on the relationship among different dimensions of grit, workplace spirituality, and psychological well-being. Second hypothesis talks about the components of grit would significantly predict components of psychological well-being. And the last one is the component of workplace spirituality would significantly predict components of psychological well-being. The participants, if you will see the methodology of this research, total 334 faculty members from different universities of Bihar have been taken into consideration as the participants. Out of 334, 204 males and 130 females were selected. A total of 257 respondents were married, while 75 were single. The ages of the participants vary from 25 to 65, and academic positions, as I earlier said, assistant professor, associate professor, and professors were given as a participant. These three scales have been used. First was the demographic constructs, but the three scales that we used is, first one is grit scale, which was developed by in 2007 and their associates, 5-point rating scales. And this scale has basically two dimensions. First is consistency of interest, and second one is perseverance of efforts. Second scale is workplace spirituality scale, developed by Pradhan et al. 30 items of this scale measured on the 5-point Likert type. It consists of spiritual orientation, compassion, meaningful work, and alignment of values. These are the four dimensions of this scale. Last scale is psychological well-being, which has been used. It is developed by Riff et al. And it has 42 items spread over different dimensions like autonomy, environmental mastery, personal growth, positive relationship with others, purpose in life, and self-acceptance. This scale is also a Likert type scale with 7-point. It is 7-point scales. So these three scales have been used to find out the relationship and the effect of independent variables on dependent variables. If you will go to the result and discussion, an overview of descriptive statistics will let you know the values, minimum values and maximum values of different dimensions and different scales. So if you will see in this findings, an important finding is that that the average value of consistency of interest is higher than the average mean value among the four components that make up workplace spirituality. And in general, the descriptive data shows that the individuals were relatively well adjusted psychologically, and they had moderate level of grit and tended to be spiritually engaged at work. This is the demography. And if you will see the inter-construct correlations, you can see the table here. There is relationship exists. The findings of the study indicate that there is a substantial association between the factors that were investigated. Factors means all the three dimensions and their constructs, especially grit, spirituality in the workplace, and psychological well-being. They are either directly or indirectly intercorrelated. As a result, it implies that there is a connection between both characteristics, demonstrating the psychological well-being improves in association with a strength of character. In spite of this, many parts of workplace spirituality have been shown to have detrimental relationship with psychological well-being. Grit, on the other hand, has been shown to have favorable correlation with happy emotions. So to be more specific, it was shown that the aspect of a spiritual orientation which pertains to the degree to which the individuals adhere to spiritual principles while at work has negative impact on psychological well-being. Within the context of higher education in Bihar, this contradictory findings brings to light the possibility of a clash between one's personal convictions and the obligations that accompany one's professional responsibility. So this finding shows that there is a contradictory relationship. When an excessive amount of emphasis is placed on spiritual orientation, it may result in a dissonance between an individual's conviction and the needs of the workplace, which ultimately leads to a decline in psychological well-being. So this is the outcome of the correlation that we have found out. And if you will see this table 3, this indicates the linear regression analysis with predictor variables IV in independent variable of grit and workplace spirituality and its dimensions, and criterion variable that is psychological well-being and its dimensions. So regression table's finding shows that the result presented in that table demonstrate that each aspect of spirituality and grit in the workplace offers a significant predictor. It is important to note that perseverance of effort emerges as most influential predictor, accounting for 11.9% of the variance. So it affects, if we talk about study repeatedly, most accurate predictor of psychological well-being across all aspects. Predict environmental mastery, one of the predictor of psychological well-being, one of the dimensions of psychological well-being, and personal development are spiritual orientation and the ability to preserve through various efforts. So the only 3 characteristics of grit and workplace spirituality that emerge as important predictor of positive relationship are those that are related to the job. One's purpose in life can be predicted by number of factors, the most important of which are perseverance of effort, driven by grit and spiritual orientation, alignment of work and compassion, driven from workplace spirituality. So alignment of work and compassion from workplace spirituality and perseverance of effort from grit. These 3 predicted psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. So on the basis of findings, we can conclude that the well-being of university professors is strongly correlated with their exposure to studies, uplifting work environments. According to recent studies, and components of grit also found to be strong predictors of psychological well-being. So the findings of my research has also been substantiated validated by the previous research. And they also, previous research findings also says that there exists relationship between grit and their component and workplace spirituality with psychological well-being. Therefore, on the basis of findings, we can say that university and colleges that make an effort to foster a spiritually supportive work environment help their staff flourish because they are able to realize their full potential. And this highlights the need for concrete steps to create positive and encouraging atmosphere for teachers in a university systems. Okay, so with this, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to share my research outcome. Thank you very much. And if any one of you have any question, you can put. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
But before that, I'd like to say one thing that in session, it seems like different types of papers, which is not specifically related to marketing.
Yes, yes.
Majority of the papers are from marketing, that is why we're calling it as marketing session. But there are some other papers from some other disciplines also. HR and all.
No, actually, this paper, sir, I think this paper should be included in HR. Yes.
But due to some reason, it has been arranged.
No issue, no issue. Yes, yes, sure, sure, sure.
So coming to this, like first one, these things are not very much clear to me. Like second and the third one, first, the components of great, components of workplace spirituality. Have you taken multiple components to check their effects on that?
Yes, sir. In grit, there are 2 components, and in workplace spirituality, 4 components. So total 6 components plus grit as
an individual hypothesis for that.
No. Hypothesis, I have made it like means component of grit and workplace spirituality. We have combined these 2 variables and their dimensions together in one hypothesis. But we have analyzed separately. Yes,
Separate
exactly that. So in result, we have given separate findings. Here also,
scales
3.
For single scale for all the components?
No, sir. For grit 1 scale, for workplace spirituality another scale, and for psychological well-being another scale. So total 3 scales we have used.
And how is it analyzed for multiple components?
In grit,
Scales are 3 only.
3 only.
Variables are
Sir,
3 only.
in grit, 1 scale is there, 2 dimensions are there. So number of items total number of items are divided into 2 different dimensions. So 2 dimensions constitute 1 variable, that is grit. Similarly, 4 dimensions of workplace spirituality constitute 1 variable, that is workplace spirituality. So questionnaire is 1, dimensions 4, 1 questionnaire, that is workplace spirituality. Let me check. Yes, here. Workplace spirituality consists of 30 items. Clear?
All those 30 and 40.
30 items spread over. 1 dimension is spiritual orientation, 2nd is compassion, 3rd is meaningful work, and 4th is alignment of values. So 4 dimensions all together constitute 1 variable, that is workplace spirituality. Total item 30, developed by Pradhan, Jalandhar Pradhan. He is one of my good friend, IIT Kharagpur. So he has developed actually this scale for workplace spirituality. Total items, sir, if you will see, so 42 plus 30 means 72 plus 12, 84 items. Yes, right. 84 item altogether.
Coming to the first cycle.
Yes. Yes. In this, we have tried to find out the relationship, means what is the relation of grit with workplace spirituality, relationship with psychological well-being, and you can see the finding here. I'll show you the finding. Here you can see all the dimension in the left side, CI, PE, G means grit, and PE, preservance of effort. Correlation is given here. You can see the correlation of one with another. You can find the value. 0.438, 0.829, 0.129. Yes, these are the relationship you can see from last one is, if you will see right side upper, then PWB means psychological well-being. So you can see the relationship of psychological well-being as a whole with PE. You can find 0.617. And briefly, I have just explained these findings. Here it is explained. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
So, okay, we are done with the first presentation. So now we'll move ahead to the second one. That is research study on the adoption of technology in manufacturing industry, Bhutan. So may I know if any of the presenter is available online to present the paper? Dr. Ritesh Trivedi and Zoom2. Any of you are there? Okay, so we'll move to the third one, that is unveiling the psychological dynamics of women's brand preference, an extension of the theory of recent action by Muskan Wadhwani and Dr. Rajiv Gupta. So Muskan Wadhwani or Dr. Rajiv Gupta, are you there online? Okay, I think they're not there. So we'll move to the next one. That is the fourth presentation about it is as a new marketing technology trend. Arindam Roy.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Am I audible?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. So I'll do one thing. Yeah, you are audible. So I'll share your PPT and you can present. Okay. And
can I share
move
my
the slides
screen?
from here?
Can I share my screen from my end and then
No, I'll do it. So do you have the option to share there?
Yeah, I have the
Can you
option, sir.
share?
Yeah.
Do you have the rights?
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Let me see, sir. Let me see.
Mr. Arindam.
Yeah, can you see, sir?
Please go ahead.
Can you see? Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, it is visible. Mr. Roy, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, Harvard professor Gerald Zaltzman has proven that 95% of the purchase decisions are made by the non-conscious doing mind. Okay, so my fellow listeners, before I get started, I want to express my gratitude towards the management team of CIBMIT, who have given me this opportunity to share my thoughts about the wonderful world of neuromarketing in front of such a lovely audience. I'm confident you will find the next few minutes informative as we cover this topic. So, can we begin? I hope I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Thank you for
Go ahead.
confirming. So,
Yeah, can you make your slide in full screen mode? Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. So, neuromarketing, as the term denotes, comprises of two words, neuro and marketing, which are independently, as we know, are subjects in themselves. So marketing, as we are all aware, as defined by American Marketing Association, is an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to the customers, and for managing customer relationships so as to benefit the organization and its stakeholders. And the process or the tool that helps them get to this objective is the neuro part of it, where neuro in combination of with marketing gets an insight into the customers, so that the requirement or the needs of the customer could be better understood as well as better catered to. So neuromarketing is an important development to understand how the subconscious mind helps the consumer to make decisions. So in this field, science, technology, and management has joined hands to map the science of marketing, which in itself would get into more people into this. So actually this neuromarketing as a term is quite new for the marketing people as well as to the world. And it is first coined by Ale Smiths in the year 2002. So it's just 22 years old. So he studied the consumer's sensory, motor, cognitive, and affective response to the marketing stimuli. And from there itself, he gave this or coined this term of neuromarketing. So if we want to know about the efficacy of neuromarketing in both marketing or market research, so what I think is consumers can lie, but not their internal responses. So in relation to that, I would just like to quote one of the case studies which happened between Coke and Pepsi. So this experiment was actually being conducted by Pepsi, where what they have done is they have blind tested both the cold drinks and which was offered to the consumers. So neither the none of the consumers who drank Pepsi as well as Coke were aware about the brand which they are consuming. And post consumption, they were asked that which one, according to taste, which one they would like to go for. And they had opted for Pepsi more than the Coke variant itself. But when they were asked that which of the cold drinks they prefer in the branded mode, they had said it's the Coke. And when they were asked which one is the Coke, they have wrongly mentioned that Pepsi, which was blind tested with them, was actually Coke and not the actual Coke, which they thought that it was a Pepsi one. So with this challenge, we know that when the brand gets quoted in the minds of the consumer, or the consumer gets to know about the brand, and their options or their selection changes. But when they were giving in the platform, they gave the actual responses. So the attention level or the emotional engagement with a specific brand comes into the picture. And with this, we can say that the effectiveness of neuromarketing is going to be of greater help to the marketing people as well as market research people. So what's the premise of having this concept of neuromarketing? So we all know about the Freudian theory, where the human mind has can be divided into three different aspects: the idea, ego, as well as the superego. Where the idea is the unconscious part of the mind, and which does not questions or which doesn't reason out with the different options that are given in front of them. And that's how the marketers also wants the people to respond to. So that's why we would mostly see in our daily lives itself also, if we are going into a supermarket or a mall to purchase a certain particular items, we would make a list of the items that we need for our household chores. But when we reach the mall or after the shopping is completed, we see the number of products that we had purchased is higher in number. And many of the products which were not mentioned in the list, we had already also have purchased it because of different reasons. It could be the packaging, it could be the branding, or some kind of offer that was being given to them. So marketers also want this kind of attitude from the consumers, where the ID part or the unconscious part of the mind actually takes over the conscious part, or what we call the rational part. So the reptilian brain or the instinct of the consumers is very much needed to increase the sales, and that's what the researchers as well as marketeers is trying to understand, that how that instinct could be generated for a product to be sold, or just to understand the response to a product uh, by the consumer itself. So the main purpose that we see is of marketing is to meet the unmet needs of the customer. So the consumer look at the different requirements that he or she is possessing, and then try to meet the products which would satisfy those unmet needs. And this could be very helpful in the new product development stage, or the when the organizations are getting are trying to make new products for the consumers, and which would help them to understand what is the actual requirement of the consumer, in what form, in what way, and how they want the products to be in front of them, so that they can satisfy these unmet marketing needs by offering these products. So it's not about only about the development of products, but also the communication, which is becoming more important, which would help the marketeers keep the product in a more of the growth stage of the product life cycle, than to keep them in the either the introductory stage to the growth stage. Conversion becomes very much faster, and the product stays in the growth stage for a longer period of time, generating a lot of revenues for the marketeers as well as the organization. So the actually neuromarketing is just like a guide to the marketeers, where they are looking for answers to what could be the right product for the consumers, and in what way it should be presented to the consumers, or how differently we can present the different products to the consumers, so that the messages that are being communicated to the consumers help in boosting of sales. So many of us knew about the different methods of neuromarketing, and I would just like to mention a few of them. The electroencephalograph, which enables to reveal the customer engagement and recall with the help of electrical signals from inside the brain, which is just like a helmet which is worn by the consumers, and it helps the marketer give insights into the quality of ad that is being liked by the consumer.
Arindam,
Yeah,
Arindam, if I audible to you,
yeah, sir.
can you just a second? The thing is that whatever you are explaining, that is okay,
Yeah.
very good. If you can quickly come to the research part, what you have done.
At this moment, I'm at the initial stage of the research, so no findings or the data part is presently. I'm working on it. It's on the collecting stage. So as I'm a research associate, I'm still in the process of making the questionnaire, and that's why the
Is there
research part is.
any kind of reviews you have done of the existing literature?
Yes, couple
These
of
are
literature
because
reviews
the
are there, which I would be mentioning in my final paper, but in the presentations, I haven't included the research part.
so if have not in them, there's no literature review, there is no analysis, but the things whatever you are explaining, these are the concepts of the neuromarketing.
Yeah.
So that is okay. But if there is anything, any kind of research, whether any qualitative outcomes or any quantitative outcomes, if you can share with us that you have done.
So one of the case studies which I shared is the Coke and the Pepsi one, which I came across when I did the literature review of it. And from there itself, I was quoting it.
Okay, so if you can conclude it, Arindam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thanks for the time. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. So we'll move to the next presentation, okay, by Krishna Kanal and Neha Arora.
Hello, can you hear me, Professor?
Please go ahead, sir.
Sorry, Professor. So my resource topic is about exploring the impact of business school, faculty perception on employee engagement, the mediating. एक question हल्ला नगर्दिनु please. मेरो conference छ. मेरो conference है, किसी हल्ला नगर्दिनु please. Sorry, my topic is exploring the impact of business school faculty perception on employee engagement, the mediating role of organizational trust. Business school are the bastion of knowledge dissemination and cultivation. So they play a very crucial role in shaping the mindset of future leaders. The perception of CSR by business school faculty is a significant area of inquiry. For example, here, most of us are business school faculty. So we really need to know what are our perceptions regarding CSR. So this is the literature review. So the theoretical background that this paper is based on is social exchange theory. So we all understand social exchange theory. Social exchange theory is all about the concept of reciprocity. And the second theoretical background that my research is based on is social identity theory. Social identity theory is all about self-concept that you base your affiliation on certain social groups. So these are the two theoretical background, social identity theory and social exchange theory. So here is the theoretical model and hypothesis development. So we have, if you see the hypothesis one is the faculty's perception of CSR is related with employee engagement. That's the first hypothesis. There is a relationship. The second hypothesis we proposed was CSR and organizational trust has a significant and positive relationship. The third hypothesis is organizational trust has a significant and positive relationship with employee engagement. So how do we base our hypothesis on quite a lot of literature review? And the another hypothesis is the mediating relationship. If organizational trust has a mediating relationship. So this is the research methodology. So what we did was we collected data from all over business school. So we sent our questionnaire to faculties from business school, both full-time and part-time. The reason why part-time is most of the faculties teaching in business school are part-time. That's the reason we collected both full-time and part-time. The questionnaire had all the details regarding data confidentiality, respondent anonymity, and informed consent. So to measure CSR perception, we use a 3-item scale that was adjusted from Wood et al. And Wagner et al. So this is a very, very popular scale to measure CSR, and it has been well validated, and the reliability and validity has been often checked for this scale. The second one is organizational trust. We relied on 4-item scale developed by Cummings and Bloom, a very, very popular scale to measure organizational trust by Cummings and Bloom in 1996. Then we based our research on employee engagement that was measured through a 4-item scale, again developed by Block and all, very popular book from 2015. So now, how do we do the analysis? So first we look for common method bias, right? So when we talk about common method bias, are we doing the wrong thing? Though we are measuring the right construct, are we doing it the wrong way? So we looked into the common method bias. So we were looking into the correlation between the construct. We had the 3 construct: corporate social responsibility, organized trust, and employee engagement. If you see it, we have it less than 0.9. So we can believe that is this study is okay to further. Then we use SPSS and AMOS to do further studies. So if you can see, we did factor loadings, and this is what we got. So for factor loading, reliability and validity test of the model, these are the construct, these are the factor loadings, and for all those related terms, we are talking about composite reliability, average variance extracted, MSB. So this is the result. So also, what we did was we did one more test. We did one more test for in factor analysis to measure. We also did for discriminant validity. We did a formal and Laker criterion test, and this is what we got. Then we move forward with heterotype and monotype criteria. This is the table. This is the results that we got. And then we did the hypothesis testing for, if you see, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 constructs. The first construct means CSR perception, employee engagement, second construct, and third is organizational identification. So if you can see, we see that when it comes to mediation, we see that there is a partial mediation. If you see, organizational trust is a partial mediation, not a very strong mediator, but a partial mediation. These are hypothesis testing for indirect effect. So what was the discussion in conclusion? After we did our ACM, structural equation modeling results, we found out that there was a positive relationship between faculty's engagement and organizational trust when it comes to CSR perception. So CSR perception has a positive effect on faculty's engagement. CSR perception has a positive effect on organizational trust. The most important thing which we wanted to find out if organizational trust has a mediating role in the relationship between CSR and faculty engagement, we found out that there was a mediating relationship, but the mediating relationship was not very strong. So we say that there was a mediating relationship, but not very strong mediating relationship. So why is this resource important? This resource is important because we can now business school, for example, Amity Business School or the business school I have been working, we can devise new CSR strategies to make sure that customers, the end customer, the students have a positive view towards our students. We can have a different CSR initiatives so that our employees, our faculties are more engaged. They have more trust to our institution or the university or college they are working after. So this is thank you, Professor. This is what I did for the research.
Mr. Krishna, am I audible to you?
Yes, Professor Dr. Sachin.
I'm having just a couple of questions. Like the first one is employee engagement. What kind of employees you are talking about, and why you have taken the business school faculty's perception here?
Interesting. Professor, the reason is when we talk about CSR and business ethics often make curriculum syllabus of business school for the first thing, right? And why I was looking after the stakeholders who are the most important stakeholder in a university or colleges. So the most important stakeholder in a university or college are either students or faculty. And I realized there has been many research when it comes to many studies when it comes to students, but there are very few studies regarding CSR perceptions. If professors, if faculties are a very important stakeholder, then why not talk about them? Because their engagement at the end of the day will decide what they teach in the classroom, right? So we really want our employees to be more engaged. We really want our employees, the faculties especially, we really want our faculties to have more organizational trust. That's the reason, if they are one of the most important stakeholder, we really need to know what do they feel regarding their college, their university CSR initiatives. That's the reason we choose faculties. So we had option student or teacher. There are many studies that had been done on students, and there are very few studies that talk about university social responsibility. So I really wanted to replace this word called corporate social responsibility with university social responsibility, and I have done that one, but that's not part of this presentation. But I have replaced that corporate social responsibility need to be replaced by something wider, something much succinct called USR, university social responsibility. But that makes another part of my research problem, Professor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Krishna.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Sachin.
Sir, kindly go offline, sir. Yeah, okay, very thank you. So can we have the next presentation by Dr. Vijay Ganpat on digital marketing and online purchase of EV, a way of business sustainability?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm ready, sir. Thank you.
Please share your slides, sir.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me introduce myself, Dr. Vijay Thamore. I am Associate Professor from Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, Pune. I am happy to share my research PowerPoint presentation on digital marketing and online purchasing of EV, a way of business sustainability. Okay. In my topics, I will cover introduction, review of literature, data analysis, result, discussion, conclusion, references, and after that, question and answers. For introduction of my topic, let me introduce why I chosen this topic. Because of changing consumer behavior, the government policies are also changing, and there is a call for the nature also. There is a global call from all over the countries that pollution-free countries are welcome, and they should manufacture the vehicles or the products which are green manufactured products. For example, I have taken in this research paper electric vehicle for the case under study. So adoption of electric vehicle is an innovative business model for many governments. Consumer preferences are nowadays shifting towards electric vehicles due to pollution control norms and policies adopted at global level. Major manufacturing giants or automobile brands in India like Mahindra and Tata started to offer electric cars in India online. This study objective is to get the online purchase behavior of consumer towards electric vehicles and to check the relationship between the different variables which I found regarding the digital marketing and the sustainable innovation. Sustainable development or sustainability defined as meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to see their needs. Sustainable innovation is business involves emerging of new products, processes, facilities, and technologies that empower economic development and comfort of stakeholders and institutions, although concerning the world's natural properties and regenerative capability. Theoretically, the use of green marketing concept is indeed an exciting thing because environmental problems are quite sensitive issues and have received very public consideration.
Sir, you are not audible. Hello. Can you hear me, sir? Dr. Vijay? You are not audible, sir. Dr. Vijay? Okay, we'll just wait for Dr. Vijay for a minute. If he comes, well, online, it's good. Otherwise, we'll move ahead with our next presentation. Okay, I think he got some technical issues. So we'll move ahead with the next presentation by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Ray. The topic of his research is virtual work realities, insights and implications for design and leadership. Mr. Sanjeev, are you there? So I think he is not online. So we'll move ahead. So next presentation by Ravi Kumar and Nisi Mitra. The topic is unveiling digital gender disparities, a comparative study of business management practices among men and women in the Santhal tribe. Ravi Kumar. Okay, he is present here itself, so he will be presenting just in a minute. Please hold on.
I hope I'm audible to everyone. And this is my research topic, as Sir has already told you, unrevealing digital gender disparity, a comparative. Am I audible? Hello? Hello? So can you check from your end? Hello? Okay. So starting with my presentation. Okay, this is the abstract and the introduction of my study. The study devotes the dwell into the gender dynamics prevalent in business management within the Santhal tribe in a digital era. Its primary objective is to conduct a comparative analysis between men and women, exploring how digital technology influence their business practices and opportunity for marketing engagement. The study aims to uncover the digital gender divide in business management from the standpoint of Santhal tribe. It seeks to understand the challenge women encounter when venturing into business and examines the digital technology utilizing by both men and women to enhance their business. The anticipated findings suggested that digitalization holds a potential to empower women. The study aims to educate the strategies adopted by the Santhal tribes to navigate gender dynamics in business management within the digital era, offering insight into effective practices for promoting gender equality. A methodology is qualitative, quantitative. Basically, I use the anthropological research methodology. It's an observation and deep interviews with the tribes, and I spend approximately 11 months with them and do this research. And I'm a PhD scholar. I'm also continuing my PhD and doing research fieldwork there. So these are the key points which we have discussed in this paper. Digitalization, as we move to the AI things, but in the what is the situation of digitalization in Santhal tribe? This paper talks about, and how digital gender divide is created between men and women in the tribal spaces, and the indigenous business and entrepreneurship. What are the government schemes has given, and what are the supports government giving to the Santhals and tribes for their development. These are the Santhals. Santhals are the largest community in Jharkhand, state of India. And it is also found in Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal. And my study area is Chakai, Jamui, Bihar, which is the Bihar and Jharkhand's border. And the sex ratio of Santhal is 1008, according to government of Odisha. And this is the literacy rate I have mentioned, 57.14 males and 35.31% females. And basically, first we start with the indigenous tribal business. What is indigenous tribal business? If we talk about indigenous tribal business is the which we can say that if the indigenous people owns 51%, Mhm. Mhm. So, for a tribe, what are the problems they have faced to start a business? This is the chart where we. Huh? Okay. So, full. उन्होंने बोला full. Okay, so this is a chart. I think some problem is there. So first they have to find the business, what kind of business they want to do, then do the market researching, then what are the government support they have got provided and programs for that, and this is for after that they get the permit, then skill development, sustainable, and this business will work or not. They have to see that, and after that they will start the business, and for that they have to face many problems which I will discuss further. These are the government schemes that government have provided for the Santhals and tribes to develop their business. In the blue is the in the yellows which you can see. These are the programs which are applicable in the field, but other are not applicable there. And these are some local NGOs which is working for the government, the business development of the Santhal tribes there. Pradhan Ajivika Sinchan and Mobile Vani and World Vision. Mobile Vani is the organization which supports digitally marketing for the youth. And in this study, I have taken 15 tribes from the different state of India, and show the gender dynamics there, like how females do their, what kind of business females do and what kind of business male does in there. And these are the states where I have mentioned where these tribes are were found. A total 15 I have shown there. If we talked about the what kind of problems the that tribes were faced, like they face like untouchability problem, migration problem, and marketing liquidity. They don't know the how to use digitalization. They don't know. They are very illiterate to do any kind of work. And the documentation problem they face, transportation. These are the problem in the paper we have talked about, that how that tribes faces problem to organize their business, which creates a rural-urban discrimination and caste discrimination there. For caste discrimination, we can see that if some low caste people like tribal start their business, but the high class people did not allow them to do their business in their particular space. And urban rural discrimination is also there, because in urban areas we can found largely the higher caste people's business, but a very low amount of tribals are doing business in the urban areas. So in rural areas they are doing some businesses, but in the rural area, because of caste, they are facing many problems. They did not organize their business there. And if we talked about for women in gender, like women also faces this urban rural discrimination and caste discrimination. After that, they have also faces problem like gender, because males are the dominated area, dominate the business activities there, and women's are very less to do their business, and they face many problems that because they cannot organize and they cannot start their shops there because of people don't come to talk to them because of their hesitation and to talk to women. So women face many problems. They have less market. They cannot go to the markets to sell their products, because they face problems like safety issues, traveling issues, and they do not know how to use digital technologies. And even in common services point, the husbands take their license from the government in the name of their women, but male members run that business, and so women did not get the opportunity to do the business. These are the one of the business we talked about. Two business we have taken to show that there is a Santhal local drink business in Mahua and Hadia, sale by the females, and Tadi sale by the males. Mahua Hadia has very low marketing, and they did not they sell this product in the at the time of festivals only, so they have very less client and the very limited market. And the Tadi has the very high sale business. Day-to-day life, people use Tadi, drink Tadi. So male is dominating in this business, local drink business. Even this is the pattal making business. The women's make pattals and sell to the local people, local vendor, or they in very hard times they go to the hatia, which is local market, and sell there, but did not get that amount which a male get from the people. And these are the some of the findings, like how in paper we talked about how they shifted from BD to plate making business, and Santal women's how they are doing their shops, trying to managing their shops and use of digitalization before and COVID. Before they did not have digital technology to do their business, and after that after COVID they started doing taking digital payments, so it's helped them. And Hatia market, I have already spoken about. Cannot see full slides here. And this is the part of conclusion where we find out that how women are facing problems, and how tribal men has facing problems, which I have already talked about. So I did not stretch the presentation. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So I am and my. Yes, yes.
So,
Yes. So we can see what you have done and what you are doing is doing how witness is there. Now we have sector for how social media affecting the connects. Also women and additionally, but in this presentation, I think the technology this is not ever about business services. So I will not make that. You have taken only business knowledge. So they are doing yes. So I mentioned different communities, 11 communities, I think 15 communities, 15 communities. Yes. So you are focusing on one only. Yes, I am focusing on one. Other than 14 other taken 15 because I want to popularly about commercial business. Because you have compared male and female. Yes, yes. And Charlie and yes.
Okay, so we'll move ahead to the next presentation by Anuradha Sharma. Okay. The paper is titled The Role of Social Media in Promoting Energy Efficiency Practices in the Apparel Sector, a Conceptual Framework. So Anuradha Sharma, can we have the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Can you
So
hear
is
me?
my screen? Yes, sir. So is my screen visible?
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please share
Is
your...
is my screen visible?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to all who are present here. I am Anuradha Sharma, research scholar at Christchurch College, Kanpur, which is affiliated to Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj University. Today, the topic of my research paper is the role of social media in promoting energy efficiency practices in the apparel sector, a conceptual framework. In the contemporary landscape of global sustainability challenges, the apparel sector stands at a critical juncture as concerns regarding environmental degradation and resource depletion intensify the imperative to adopt energy efficiency practices become very more pressing. Energy consumption in the apparel industry is substantial, with manufacturing processes, transformation, transportation, and retail operations contributing significantly to carbon emissions and resource depletion. The textile and fashion industry is mainly responsible for approximately 10% of global carbon emissions, and only 1% of clothing is recycled into new clothing. Consumers are becoming more aware of the impacts of their purchasing decisions on the nature and social environments. Social media plays an important role in this process. Social media has emerged as a powerful tool for promoting sustainable behaviors and practices, including energy efficiency, by providing a platform for communication, information dissemination, and community building. Basically, energy efficiency is, we all know that the use of less energy to perform the same task, which helps in resulting the reduction of energy consumption, and it also helps in reducing the cost as well. It is a critical strategy for reducing the various harmful gases which we all know greenhouse effect, and mitigating the impacts of climate change. So we significantly use social media as a powerful tool for promoting sustainable behaviors and practicing for energy efficiency and to promote energy efficiency strategies in our consumers. So some of the sustainable apparel brands who are using various strategies to promote their efficient, who are promote their efficiency information to their consumers. Some of the names are here. Mara Hoffman, who are known for using eco-friendly materials like tencel and organic cloth to promote the sustainability in the environment. Hence, brands Sheep Incorporation, Patagonia, Allbirds, Everlane, these brands are the examples for the commitment to sustainability through their use of eco-friendly materials and efforts to reduce the environmental impact in the apparel industry. Here are some of the objectives of my study. First one is to investigate the role of social media to influence the adoption of energy saving measures within the apparel industry. And the another one is to enhance the existing body of knowledge regarding the encouragement of energy efficient behaviors through social media platforms. So I do the literature review under the some of the subheadings. My first heading is April company strategies for clean energy and energy efficiency. Basically, the implementation of clean manufacturing and green supply chain management helps in practices in the April supply chain, which involves a efficient energy consumption, green design, and the concept of recycle and reusing of the goods and services are there. Some social media platforms are well designed and engaged for their audiences to promote the energy efficient practices. Apple manufacturing can also reduce their environmental impact and production costs by implementing green manufacturing practices such as reducing the use of fossil fuels or gray electricity or replacing environmentally harmful energy sources with renewable sources, reducing the use of fresh water, reducing the use of harsh chemicals, and replacing harmful chemicals with eco-friendly alternatives. And the another topic of my literature review is social media's role in promoting sustainable practices. As we all know, social media platforms generates vast amounts of data capable of being utilized for monitoring the effectiveness of social media campaigns. Engaging stakeholders in social media campaigns has a potential to enhance the reach and influence of the campaigns, which also fostering trust and credibility among the intended audience. Individuals known as influencers who possesses a substantial following on social media platform have the capacity to make a substantial impact on the advancement of energy efficiency initiative within the apparel industry. This influence is manifested through the dissemination of the sustainable behaviors, subsequent motivation to the audience to adopt their similar practices. We diligently engage in secondary data collection from diverse sources like books, journals, government publications. This comprehensive approach to data gathering ensures a robust foundation for this research, which helps to ensure that research is well-rounded and reliable. So the findings and discussion of my topic is the sector of apparel stand out as one of the most expansive industries on a global scale recognized for its considerable utilization of resources and substantial role in environmental degradation. Conventional methods aimed at fostering energy efficiency within the apparel sector have predominantly depended on the educational initiatives, awareness campaigns, regulatory measures within the industry, and advances in the technology. As reported by the Just Styles, fashion companies or the fashion apparel companies specialize in April are establishing ambitious long-term objectives related to energy efficiency or the adoption of clean energy, with many aligning their strategies with sustainable development programs set forth by the United Nations. For instance, Inditex, the parent company of the popular fast fashion label company, the Zara, successfully achieved the 2020 by ensuring that 81% of the renewable source of study participated in conduct towards initiatives on network platforms like Instagram that corroborates earlier research highlight the influence of social media on consumer access and perceptions of the brand. The direction of the research is communication aim to in the brand is social convey the
Anuradha ma'am. Hello. Anuradha Sharma, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, your slides are not visible, ma'am.
So now it's visible.
Ah, yeah, it's visible. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So the direction is there's a potential for forthcoming research endeavors to focus on devising strategies aimed at mitigating the challenges related to the energy efficiency. Further investigations warranted to explore empirical studies evaluating the effectiveness of social media campaigns and the potential of social media in fostering sustainability and innovation in the apparel sector. As an aid necessitating further scrutiny is the determinants that consumers to adopt more eco-friendly behaviors in the context of the rising prevalence of social media platforms. Now, the conclusion of my study is social media plays a vital role in promoting energy efficient practices within the apparel sector by influencing consumer behavior and the strategies of the brands by utilizing interactive and trendy content in social media marketing can significantly boost the brand equity, customer engagement, and loyalty in the apparel industry. Moreover, social media influencer advocating for sustainable fashion can raise awareness about the significance of energy management practices in the sector. Fashion brands are increasingly embracing sustainable marketing through social networks, catering to the preference of ethically conscious consumers and endorsing eco-friendly processes. Through leveraging social media platforms, company can effectively communicate their energy management initiative, interact with consumers, and foster positive attitudes toward climate action, thereby contributing to a more sustainable and energy efficient apparel industry. These are some of the references of my study. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Very thank you, ma'am. So can we have the next paper to be presented by Abhishek Tripathi and Dr. Vishal Saxena? The title of the
Hello,
yeah.
sir. I'm sorry to disturb myself, Dr. Vijay Dhamore. I have just disturbed or crashed my
Sir,
laptop during presentation.
can you present it?
Can I present?
Can you
Please.
Because I know that you got some.
When? Now I'm okay.
No, can you present in the last? So please let other two groups finish
Okay,
their.
okay. No problem, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I will wait. Thank you.
Yeah. So next topic by Abhishek Tripathi. The title of the paper is Impact of Regulatory Reforms on High Frequency Trading and Algorithmic Trading Practices, Evidences from Blue Chip Stocks in India. Mr. Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
You share your slides and can you start the presentation?
Hello.
Please tell.
Sir, my slides are visible.
No, it's not visible.
Just a second.
Yeah, it's visible now. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, respected chairperson and esteemed committee members. It is with great enthusiasm and honor that I extend my warm greetings to each of you at 4th International Conference on CIBMIT 2024 hosted by MIT University Patna. I, Abhishek Tripathi, research scholar in Armapur PG College, CSGM University Kanpur, doing my research under the supervision of Dr. Vishal Saxena, privileged to be presenting my paper entitled Impact of Regulatory Reform on High Frequency Trading and Algorithmic Trading Practices, Evidence from Blue Chip Stocks in India at this prestigious gathering of thought leaders and experts. In this paper, I am elucidate the effect of high frequency trading and algorithmic trading on selected blue chip stocks of India and regulatory reforms taken by the Security Exchange Board of India, shedding on light contemporary challenges and opportunities that resonate with the themes of this conference. The emergence of high frequency trading and algorithmic trading revolutionized the financial market globally and also the Indian market landscape. If we talk about what is high frequency trading, it is large volume trade at exceptionally high speed, often leveraging advanced algorithm and technological infrastructure to capitalize small price differentials and market efficiencies. And another term of my study is algorithmic trading, which is automated system to execute predefined trading strategies based on various parameters such as price movement, volume, and market conditions. The algorithmic trading goes as first we have the data sources from the market like NSC and VSC. Then the AI model comes, which is neural network, graph network, decision tree, and fuzzy logics. Then the execution mode, and final the observation or the outcome of the algorithmic tradings. The literature review has been done in the two parts. First, with the high frequency trading and algorithmic trading, and second aspect covers the regulatory reforms like SEBI and RBI guidelines regarding the stock market for high frequency trading and algorithmic tradings. The research methodology is grounded on secondary data analysis, entails a methodological approach of collecting, synthesizing, and analyzing of existing literature on the impact of regulatory reform of HFT and AT. Comprehensive search of scholarly journals and book papers and internet-based data are also collected in the process. A thematic analysis method is applied to synthesize data to find recurrent themes and patterns in the literature. There are 5 stages of building the algorithmic trading process. These are decide on the strategy paradigm. Second, establish statistical significance. Third, building trading model. Fourth, quoting obligating strategies. Fifth one is back testing and operationalization. And at this stage, the result of algorithmic trading comes. Regulatory reforms and their impact. So our study is based on the selected blue chip companies. So we analyzed the Reliance, TCS, Infosys, and HDFC have witnessed the trading dynamics and participants' behavior as a result of regulatory reforms. Regulatory reforms influence the market participant behavior, trading strategies in blue chip companies, leading to increased emphasis on compliance, risk management, and regulatory transparency among the market participants. The impact on market quality metrics is seen on the 3 parameters: liquidity, volatility, and price efficiency. In the liquidity, we saw the HDFC and Reliance have experienced improved liquidity condition with higher traditional volumes and narrower spread, indicating enhanced market liquidity. In the volatility, we have seen TCS and Infosys ensuring stability and investor confidence. And in the third and last, price efficiency, we have seen blue chip stocks like Hindustan Unilever, ICICI Bank have benefited from improved price efficiency with stock price reflecting fundamental value more accurately and efficiently. The insights and discussions of the paper is SEBI guidelines on algorithmic trading and co-location facilities have led to improvement in market quality metrics such as liquidity provision, volatility, and price efficiency in the companies. And TCS, Reliance, HDFC, Infosys. In conclusion, the analysis of regulatory reforms and their impact on high-frequency trading and algorithmic trading practices in blue-chip companies provide invaluable insight into the dynamics of Indian stock market. The conclusion of the paper is market participants had adopted their trading strategies and behavior to comply with regulatory requirement, contributing more transparent, stable, and efficient trading environment. By analyzing real-world example and market data, this paper enhances our understanding of how regulatory interventions influencing trading practices, market quality metrics, and investor outcomes. Recommendations for the further studies are regulators like SEBI to continue monitor and access market development to identify emerging these areas for improvement. Additionally, the collaboration between regulators, SEBI, and the market participants like investors and industry holders is essential to ensure the regulatory framework. The limitation of the area is this subset is specifically dependent on blue chip companies, which may limit the generalizability of the findings. Future research could explore a broader range of companies and market segments to provide more comprehensive understanding of regulatory impact. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the chairperson and committee members of CIBMIT 2024 for the invaluable opportunity to contribute to the scholarly discourse. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. MC. So can we move to the next presentation by Sudha Gupta, and the title of the paper is The Influence of Situational Factors on Online Grocery Shopping, an exploratory study of online shoppers in Pune city. Can we have the slides?
Sir, can you see my slide?
Visible, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sudha Gupta, research scholar from MIT University, Patna, and my topic for this conference is the influence of situational factors on online grocery shopping and exploratory study on online shoppers in Pune city.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you make it full screen, ma'am? Slides. From down, ma'am. Down right corner.
Sorry.
Okay, from there also you can do. Okay.
Introduction. Online grocery shopping has witnessed significant growth on a global scale, becoming increasingly popular among consumers. However, despite its rising popularity, there remains a notable gap in research concerning the situational factors that influence the adoption of OGS. This presentation aims to bridge the research gap by delving into how contextual elements impact consumers' decision to engage in online grocery shopping. By exploring these contextual factors, we can gain deeper insight into the dynamic of consumer behavior in the online grocery shopping domain and inform strategic initiatives aimed at enhancing the adoption and sustainability of OGS platform. Background. Existing studies on online grocery shopping predominantly focus on the perspective of retailers, analyzing aspects such as cost structures, operational constraints, and lesson learned. Additionally, there are studies that delve into consumer preferences and shopping patterns within the realm of online grocery shopping. Despite this valuable contribution, there remains a noticeable gap in research concerning the impact of situational variables on adoption of OGS. This lack of research on situational factors limit our understanding on the nuanced influence that shape consumers' decision to adopt online grocery shopping as a preferred mode of purchasing. Objectives. Clear objectives of the research study. Examine consumer socioeconomic background and attitude towards online food buying. Study consumers' intentions while purchasing groceries online. Determine factors influencing consumer behavior in OGS. Establish the impact of situational factors on OGS with focus on Pune city. Scope of the study. Online shopping has become increasingly significant across various marketing segments, with online grocery shopping emerging as a notable trend. This study specifically focuses on understanding the contextual factor that influence the adoption of online grocery shopping in Pune. Key independent elements to be examined include user convenience, website designs, delivery mechanism, add-on services, and social influence. By honing in on these contextual factors, we aim to gain insight into the unique dynamic of OGS adoption in Pune and provide valuable recommendations for enhancing OGS platform in the region. Summary of findings. This section provides a comprehensive overview of the findings obtained through rigorous data analysis. The dependent variable under scrutiny is the adoption of online grocery shopping. Analysis includes regression model examination by indicates how much of variations in OGS adoption can be explained by the variable studies. Notably, situational factors influence website designs, delivery mechanism, add-on services, and personal convenience emerges as significant determinants of OGS adoption. These findings underscore the multifaceted nature of consumer decision-making in the realm of online grocery shopping. Regression model analysis. Delving deeper into the methodology, this section focuses on regression model utilized in the study. The regression model serves as a statistical tool to analyze relationship between variable and the dependent variable. Through this analysis, the variance explained by the model is determined, shedding light on the extent to which the model accounts for the observed variation in OGS adoption. It reveals the efficacy of model in capturing complexities of consumer behavior in online grocery shopping.
Sudha ma'am, am I audible? Your slides are not visible. Hello. Okay, I think she lost the connection because she's not audible, slides also not visible. So we'll move to our next presentation by Pooja Pandey and Dr. Sanjay Singh. And the title of the paper is Enhancing Employees' Attitude and Organization Performance, Leveraging a Strategic HR Initiative with Technology Integration.
What's the rules? I can send you a mail.
Okay.
Not possible here. Plot can be done specifically. This is for what I can reflect. You ask for what? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm sure. For me, something else is coming for, but here. Okay, now it is okay. So, good evening, one and all present here. Right. Just check one.
This was
Light mode. Resolution. Can I check with the F5? Sir, is this the slide mode on your computer?
sir.
Yeah? No. But for me it is okay, yeah, check.
Yeah.
So check. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Pooja Pandey, research scholar from VKSU. I'm going to present on the topic enhancing employees' attitude and organizational performance, leveraging strategic HR initiative with technology integration. Presenting in CIBMIT 2024 at MIT University, Patna on the theme Contemporary Issues in Business Management and Information Technology. So here, when I proceed with my presentation, the next slide is about, slides are not changing. Just a minute. Yes, it is okay. The statement of the problem. So when I talk about one of the statement by Stephen Robbins, workers' attitude and job satisfaction deal with how an organization behave in a particular way. So understanding the relationship between employees' attitude and organizational performance is very crucial at this point of time. My study focuses to address the following questions. The first is determinants of employees' attitude. The second is the various influential factors that and the dimensions of organizational performance. The third is what role does strategic HR initiative integrated with technology play in shaping employees' attitude, and how data-driven decision-making proactively address employees' concern in this global challenging time? So topic I have to be covered: introduction, objective of the study, research methodology, literature review, data analysis and interpretation, findings, conclusion, and suggestions. So yes, here I am talking about totally the attitude of an employee at workplace, or I can say attitude, which is very important to understand to get the job done. So attitude, basically a state of mind that reflects someone feeling consistently favorable or unfavorable towards person, object, event. And we can say that it is actually the set of facts, what we are determining, and to a big extent, our values, ethics, and attitude plays a very important role in our lives. Components of attitude are affect, behavior, and cognitive. This is ABC model of attitude. And so far as types of attitude are concerned, the job satisfaction, job involvement, and organizational commitment. So, slides are again not changing. So I am talking about the model which I need to, like, if we talk about a model which works, then yes, it is about the feeling of an employee. If I take the example of a student, like if they like study, they feel that study is important and they enjoy learning. When I talk about the action, the student will dedicate it towards study. And if I talk about the thought, yes, he must have a strong feeling that a study is very important for us. We are an individual. We have the psychology to deal with the internal and external. We need to deal when we come to the workplace. The objective of the studies are to examine the relationship between employees' attitude and organizational performance metrics. And the second objective is to investigate the impact of technology integration on enhancing employees' job satisfaction and organizational performance. The research methodology, the data were being collected through questionnaire method. The question were open-ended and close-ended. 70 respondent responses were considered after data screening, filtering, sorting. Further, journals, newspapers, and articles were studied to complete my research work. These are the literature reviews which I have studied. Now, I directly come to the data analysis and interpretation part. Basic information regarding the respondent, the 21% of the respondent are from financial sector, 24% IT sector, 9% education sector, 3% healthcare sector, 6% manufacturing, retail 12%, and other sectors 25%. I have asked a question related to the level of satisfaction with the current job, and what I can see here, and you people can also observe, many of the respondents, the majority of the respondents were generally satisfied with their current job, as they have rated their satisfaction as 2 or 3. But even here I can say that further analysis may be needed to understand the factors which influence satisfaction level and identify any workplace improvement area. The next question which I have asked, that how would you rate the level of your engagement with your work? And here are the responses. The overall interpretation suggests that the majority of responses indicates a significant level of engagement with your work. The next question is, how often do you receive feedback on your performance? This is very crucial to know. This study reveals that there is still a notable percentage of the respondents that receive feedbacks rarely on their work performance. And this is the highlighting point, and it needs an importance to be discussed to establish a consistent and effective feedback system to support employees' growth and development. How do you perceive the overall organizational culture? Yes, the majority of the respondents perceive the culture positively, while a smaller percentage, approximately 2.9%, perceive it negative. Additionally, around 34.3% of respondents holds a neutral perception. Understanding these perceptions can guide HR managers in addressing any area of concern and reinforcing positive aspect of the culture. How often do you use technology tools in your daily work? Most of the people are heavily relying on the technology. And further, I have asked a question that how has the implementation of technology improved your job efficiency? Yes, was the respondent by 54 responses. Now, has technology integration positively affected your overall job satisfaction? Here are the responses from the respondents. And how likely are you recommend implementing similar technology integration strategy to enhance job satisfaction and organizational performance in other organization? 45 of the respondents strongly recommend the technology implementation integration strategies to enhance job satisfaction and organizational performance so far. So, do you feel that you are adequately trained to use the technology tools provided by the organization? Based on the responses, probably 53.52 feel adequately trained, but there was a big portion who feel inadequately trained. The findings of my study is the majority of the respondents are actively engaged with their work and they are relying on technology tools in their daily tasks. Next finding is a significant proportion of respondents perceive technology integration positively and believe it enhances their job satisfaction. Majority of the respondents feel that technology integration has greatly increased their job involvement and commitment to the organization. And yes, there is a strong inclination among respondents to recommend technology integration strategies in other organizations. Now coming to the conclusion, yes, there is a positive correlation between technology integration, feedback frequency, organizational culture, and job satisfaction among respondents to enhance their work-related attitude. Technology integration has provided quick access to vast information source, enabling faster decision-making and informed action. Tools such as email, messaging apps, video conferencing has revolutionized communication, facilitating efficient interaction among colleagues, clients, and their collaborators. Also, the ability to work from anywhere with internet connectivity responses, how relying on enhancing performance. Now, when I come to the suggestion, organizations should continue investing in technology tools and infrastructure. Regular and constructive feedback mechanisms are needed. Introducing performance management software will be very helpful. Deploying online tools to gather and resolve the problems quickly will be needed. Encouraging technology literacy is very much important. Many of the respondents have raised their point that technology literacy is still low, as I can see in the research also. So by implementing these suggestions, organizations can create a conducive work environment that promotes employee satisfaction, productivity, and organizational success. When it comes to the strategic role of HR in leveraging technology integration to enhance employees' attitude and organizational performance is very important in driving sustainable growth and fostering a culture of innovation and excellence within the modern workplace. In a very short span of time, I've chosen this topic and tried to match with the broader theme of this conference. The future scope of this research is, yes, it should be examined the long-term impact of technology integration on employee satisfaction, productivity, and organizational performance with a focus on HR-led training intervention to enhance technology adoption and utilization. So thank you very much. This is all about from my side. Thank you so much.
इसको close कर दो.
Do you have any question? So now we have the last paper to be presented by Mr. Vijay. Sir, can you please share your slides?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. I am sharing.
Dr. Vijay?
Sir. Actually, this PPT format is not supporting from Android, but I am having slides in front of me, and I also shared with the panel members in the morning also. Can I share? Can I talk directly, sir? Because slides are in front of me here, but I couldn't share there.
1 minute, sir. Please hold on. We have your
Okay.
slides.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, please, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Please, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my research paper title is Digital Marketing and Online Purchasing of EV, that is electric vehicle, a way of business sustainability. Myself, Dr. Vijay Dhamore, I am from Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University and working as an associate professor for MBA department. Now, in today's presentation, I will cover introduction, review of literature, data analysis, results, discussion and findings, conclusion, references, and after that, question and answers. Now, I have chosen the topic for electric vehicles because this is a need of our, and all over the globe, all countries are recommending for making and manufacturing of green marketing vehicles or products to make carbon emissions less, and it is also beneficial for global warming also. And also consumer behavior trends are nowadays changing for purchasing the vehicles which are petrol and diesel fuel oriented. Now, introduction. Adoption of electric vehicles is an innovative business models for many governments. Consumer preferences are nowadays shifting towards electric vehicles due to pollution control norms and policies adopted at global level. Major manufacturing giants, automobile brands in India like Mahindra and Tata started to offer electric cars in India online. So this study objective is to check the online purchase behavior of consumers towards electric vehicles and to know the different variables or factors influencing on the digital marketing of these electric vehicles, which are also supporting the sustainable innovation. Now, sustainable development or sustainability defined as meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to see their needs. Sustainable innovation in business involves emerging of new products, processes, facilities, and technologies that empower economic development and comfort of stakeholders and institutions, although concerning the words natural properties and regenerative capability. Theoretically, the use of green marketing concept is indeed an exciting thing because of environmental problems are quite sensitive issues and have received very public considerations. Now, green products, especially electric vehicles. Why green products are chosen for this study? Because green products have relatively high initial cost but lower long-term cost. Circulation channels or eco-friendly places. Companies aiming to green their products should successfully position themselves more broadly in their market. Digital marketing, green marketing, customer loyalty is also having noteworthy is an impact on sustainable innovation performance. The objective of this study, initial effort to study the relationship between green marketing, digital marketing, product innovation, and its antecedents for digital marketing. Review of literature I have done for I think for 5 variables I have considered in this study, and I have studied for this literature review. Digital marketing, first variable or construct. Digital marketing is the practice of the internet and the habit of other interactive technologies to create and link information between companies and acknowledged consumers. So nowadays, internet or digital marketing can be in the form of websites, search engine marketing, web banners, social networks, viral marketing, email marketing, and affiliate marketing. Irene et al. In 2021 concluded that product innovation had a positive and significant effect on industrial performance. The 4 variables, which include as digital marketing, green marketing, networking, and product innovation, were used to analyze the sustainability or business existence of the silk cluster in Polewadi, Mandar. Digital marketing used social media accommodations chosen by MSME sectors to increase the reach of their product selling in the midst of a pandemic. The use of social media for digital marketing resolutions proven to maintain customer awareness of the products they sell or offer. Green marketing. Green marketing, or it can be also called as environmental marketing, is defined as the consistency of all the activities that design services and facilities for the satisfaction of human needs and desires with no impact on natural environment. The American Marketing Association, or AMA, defines green marketing as marketing products that consider a responsibility to protect the environment, combining several activities such as product modification, fluctuations in production processes, packaging, advertising strategies, and cumulative mutual awareness of the rules of green marketing of an industry. Polensky in 2011 states that green marketing is an effort made by companies to design, promote, price, and allocate products in a way that promotes environmental protection. Product innovation. Innovation in a product or service supposed by consumers as a new product or service. In simple terms, innovation interpreted as a revolution related to new products. However, innovation is not only limited to the development of new products or services. Innovation also includes new business thinking and new processes. Innovation means observing consumers to find and satisfy the customers by providing new products. Innovation is very important for the various reasons like technological changes, the effect of environmental fluctuations on the product life cycle is getting shorter, and expectations in meeting needs expect more in terms of quality, renewal, and price. Innovation can lead to faster growth, increase market segments, and create a better corporate position. The STAT in 2018 study exposes that there is a notable prevalence of interest in electric vehicles among those aged 29 and below, with a majority of 77%. The introduction of electric vehicles has marked the origination of new era in global transportation. Customer loyalty. Fikri and all in 2016 studied that customers were more likely to maintain long-term and repeat business relationship with the company. Yanor et al. In 2017 argued that customers were satisfied and feel emotionally attached to the company, they would be more likely to become loyal customers. According to research from Minta in 2018 states that the mediating variable is customer commitment can mediate customer consummation to customer loyalty. Even today, the loyalty of online consumers to specific products weakens the position of green products. If the price were attractive, the consumer would prefer the branded product. The researchers Perloff and all in 2012 states that have examined consumer perception regarding branded and green products, found that respondents ranked green products lower than branded with the criterion of quality, appearance, or image and appeal. Name sustainable innovation. Sustainable innovation, reasonably defined as the development of new products, processes, services, and technologies that contribute to the development and well-being of human needs and institutions while respecting the world's natural possessions and regenerative capacity. A sustainable corporation was one that creates profit for its stakeholders while protecting the environment and educating the lives of those with whom it interacts. Chang and Zhang in 2019, Chain 2001, Pujari and al. 2003 states that it had been noticed that as online consumers became more environmentally aware, the entrepreneurs seek to develop green sustainable products. After doing thorough literature review and finding the different variables or construct for the my research paper, the constructs are digital marketing, green marketing, customer loyalty, product innovation, and sustainable innovation. This is the conceptual model I have developed. Data analysis, I have collected the data from 176 female or girls who are going for colleges or schools and who are the age group of 18 to 30. And sampling method is purposive sampling method. I've tested the questions for reliability and validity check. That is the reliability statistics is Cronbach alpha is 0.909, which is the acceptable levels for 23 items. Scale statistics, it shows that the standard deviation is 10.416 for 23 items and variance is 108.491 and mean is 44.50. Summary item statistics, it shows that item means total item means it is in the range 0.750 and item inter-item correlations are 1.114. So correlation coefficient is near to 1, which is also acceptable one. It is done for 23 items. So finally, one of the findings I have done from this research, I have found the variables or construct, which is the we can say half part of my research paper, because hypothesis I can develop from this, but due to a time limitation, there is a time limitation for me within a 15 or 20 days. I couldn't complete the things like data analysis and other things. Hypothesis development can be done. So I'm doing the conclusion part. Digital innovation with specific reference to electric vehicles are attracting the youth, specifically female consumers, to buy green marketing products. Electric vehicles has a fuel and cost advantage, and electric vehicles use support green marketing. Electric vehicles, or electric vehicles as they are popularly called, are perhaps one of the most exciting innovations in recent times that can help reduce pollution causing emissions. So from this descriptive study, it is clear that digital marketing promotes green marketing products and consumers are preferring to buy such a kind of products through digital platform also. Ultimately, sustainable innovation performance measured by quality of a product and the use of product to support pollution-free environment in long run and to reduce carbon monoxide emissions. References I have taken from different papers through ResearchGate, even Google Scholars, even Emerald papers are referred for this study. So question and answers if any, and thank you. Thank you, sir. Any questions?
If anyone is
Hello, I couldn't voice. Hello.
No, we do not have any questions from you. For you, if
Okay.
you have any questions, you can ask any of the participants. Otherwise, I'd like to congratulate all of you for your great presentations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and consideration for us. Thank you for session chair also. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Thank you so very much. Yes, these conferences are always the great sources of knowledge sharing. We all know. And that is why I'd like to congratulate all of you, all the presenters, those who have presented physically, those who have presented virtually, for your valuable presentations. We came to know about so many new developments of various fields which you have shared through your presentations, which you are doing or you have conducted in your respective research works. Uh, Hopefully this contributions from your side will be contributing, definitely it will contribute to the knowledge base, and hopefully in future it will contribute or will have some practical implications as well. Yes, some of the research works which you have presented are currently at the very nascent stage, but hopefully we'll be continuing with all these things and will have some meaningful implications in future. So once again, I congratulate all of you for your valuable presentations and valuable time. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Sachin sir, you can-
So on behalf of CIBMIT 2024 team members and MIT Business School, MIT University Patna, I thank you all, and I also thank Professor Kishore. Very thank you, sir. So we'll close the session.
Can I close, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir. Please end the session. Very thank you, sir.